Okay, now let's begin with the first question. Um, can I know what are your thoughts on population control in general?
I think population control is a great way to help in manage the population, human population in a country or anywhere else. So if it's being done right and in a proper way, being planned properly, it can be so benefit. It can give a lot of benefits to a lot of industry department and etc. So like for example, we cannot do the population control just like the one child policy in China. We must plan properly and decide what to do so that the people can follow and in order to control the population lah. So that we can see like a lot of people doesn't aware about what is population control. Just like in Malaysia. In Malaysia, we are actually reaching getting close to being overpopulated. So it's important so that people know what is actually population control and what they can do in order to control the population to bring benefits to our environment, to every industry, social problems, etc. in Malaysia.
All right, thank you. Moving on to the second question. Can I have your opinion on the implications of uncontrolled population growth?
In my opinion, like when the population are not being controlled, or we can call it as uncontrolled population, it will cause a lot of implication to environment, social problem, as well as to every industry in the country. So for environment, when there's a lot of increase of population, human population, we will require a lot of living spaces. So this will lead to deforestation. Deforestation will lead to global warming, will lead to loss of habitat for the animals, making the animals come into the human habitat and then causing chaos. So that's one of the environment implication towards the environment. Secondly, for the social problem. So right now we can see a lot of illegal abortion, a lot of problems regarding the teenage pregnancy, and many issues come out about the pro-choice and things like that. So like without proper control on the population, it will cause more problems that will lead to more teenage pregnancy in every country where they will have teenage pregnancy, whether it can be with consent or with any criminal issues such as rape. So that will be the social problem. For the industry, so like as for me, I'm a student in nursing, so I have seen my fair share of the impact of overpopulation to the hospital itself. So it will cause lack of medical equipment such as ventilator, like BP machine, blood pressure machine. We have to like, as a student, we have to bring our own blood pressure machine to the ward because there's not enough blood pressure machine to be used for the whole patient in the ward. Let's say in the ward there's like 89 patients and there's only one blood pressure machine, and we have to measure the patient blood pressure like every 4 hourly, 6 hourly, or maybe the patient will need to use the blood pressure machine like every hourly. So it's very, we can see the impact of the overpopulation towards the hospital side, healthcare professional side, and also other industry like food service industry, waste of food, many kinds of more implication of overpopulation.
Oh, I see. Thank you for the insight, Ong. Um, let's move on to the next question. Do you think the current family programs regarding contraception, like condoms on contraceptive pills and reproductive health care facilities, are affordable and accessible and sufficient?
Yes, as someone who in the healthcare industry or department, so the contraceptive start from birth control pills, injection. We have IUD, intrauterine device that will be implanted into the uterus. We also have condom, we have diaphragm. All this contraception is very uh, easy to be accessed. Easy to be accessed. Like let's say you go to the clinic and you need some advice on family planning, let's say you are newlyweds who wanted to plan their family. So when you go to the clinic or the hospital, we will provide you a lot of education regarding the family planning. So how can you prevent from unwanted pregnancy? What type of conception that you would like to use? So very cheap. Let's say if you want some birth control, you can get it in pharmacy, you can get it in clinic. If you go to the government clinic, you can get it for like RM1 ringgit or just for free, depending on your status. Like for IUD, it will be quite costly, but can be used. It can stay as long as 3 to 5 years. So you only have to change your IUD for 3 to 5 years. Injection, very cheap if you get it in government clinic or hospital. It can be as low as RM1 ringgit. But even if you plan to get it in the private hospital itself, it can cost less than 50 ringgit per injection. So it's considered very affordable and accessible. Anyone can get it actually. And it's better it's better for them to have family planning or to control unwanted pregnancy and stuff like that.
Oh, I see. I didn't know about that. Thank you. All right. Let's move on to the next question. Can I have your thoughts about the role of the education system in controlling population growth?
So for now, I think everyone has the role in educating each other about population control. So it must start from young. Parents need to throw away the taboo where when children ask how babies are made, how we are made. So the parents have to like be educated on what they should tell the children so that the children understand, oh, so this is how the baby is produced and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then regarding population control, one of the major factors that affect the population control also goes to sexual crimes. So such as the children being raped and then they got pregnant after the rape issue and then stuff like that. So in order to prevent that, the parents, the community must educate the young one to understand that this is a sexual harassment. This is not some kind of affection. This is a crime. So the children will understand that. So as they grow up, sex education is very important in the school. Start from primary school to high school. Teachers are responsible to provide the students about how to prevent teenage pregnancy. What is the correct way to have sex if it's not have sex lah. If memang if you already happen to have one, so yeah, teacher have to teach the students so that we can reduce the rate of disease such as syphilis, chlamydia,
Mhm.
or human HIV, human immunodeficiency virus or AIDS, we call it,
Okay.
because the rate of the sexual transmitted disease also increase as the rate of the population also increases.
Oh, I
So
see.
this
Mhm.
is very important so that everyone has their own role to provide the community to provide everyone each other about what we can do about the population control.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay, thank you. Moving on to the next question. Do you think the current education system is sufficient enough in promoting awareness of family planning?
In my opinion, the current education system is very outdated. Very, it, for in my opinion, Malaysian education on regarding the sex education, the population control, family planning is very, very outdated. And also it was based on the Malay Islam purification, if I'm not mistaken. So like many of the people are being, they feel a lot of burden when they learn about the population control.
So
That's
basically,
why
social
most of
stigma.
them also feel, yeah, social, because of the social stigma and also the taboo from like different religion view the taboo from that. That's why it's important for them to change their mindset, and also for the current Malaysia to improvise their education regarding population control so that everyone can accept it open-mindedly, and also improve it so that they know this is the right way to do it and this is the wrong way to do it.
I see, I see. All right, thank you. All right, now moving on to the final question. Do you think you will participate in consultations regarding family planning in order to ensure the
Yeah.
well-being of your family?
Yes, I will. I will obviously participate in the consultation, not only as a member, but also as someone who will provide the education to the people who requires it. Because it is a part of our role as well to provide insight to the family, to the individuals who comes to the hospital for any problems. So it's our role to educate them also. Yeah, we nurses and doctor we are trained for like 3 to 7 years on what we should do when we consulting patient regarding family planning, regarding population control. So yeah, we have that enough knowledge to provide to them. So I will not only participate as the participants, but I will also participate as someone who will educate them.
Oh, thank you so much. It's good to know that you are going to be a frontliner. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your
Alright.
contribution as well, yeah? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.